The momentum in the grassroots Yes campaign has continued to grow over the summer. Here in Ayrshire, at all sorts of events, activists are connecting with their communities.
I think it's a scandal that 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 of our children across the country are living in poverty, when we are, the 14th richest country in the world at the moment. I don't think Westminster policies for decades now have reflected any way of going about making that situation better.
The Yes shop has become a feature of many high streets, a place where the undecided can get answers to their questions. Many of the volunteer staff are lifelong nationalists, but many others are recent converts.
I have a young son and I just believe that Scotland should be making its own decisions. It shouldn't be about England making decisions for Scotland, and I think ultimately my son will have a brighter, better future living in an independent Scotland, so that's what it's all about for me.
Well, I feel like it's once in a lifetime. I mean, 300 years to get this opportunity. I think it's a fantastic opportunity, and if we don't do it now, I don't know when we'll ever get a chance to do it again. And I feel really passionate about democracy, and there's just no democracy at the moment. And my grandchildren are English. I've lived most of my life down in England, so I don't see it as whether you're Scottish, English, or whatever country you come from. It's about democracy, and it's about the future for my grandchildren. And I want it to be a fairer country.
As referendum day approaches, traditional canvassing is vital.
It's about informing or giving them the information where they can go and research and inform themselves, which is even better because someone that informs themselves will keep researching and be more and more yes.
There's a real movement towards yes, so I really feel that it will be a positive thing today, and we can bring the message to the undecided people, which is really very important. Just get the word out there, get the information out for the undecided.
Better Together are reputed to be paying students to come from England to canvass. Yes Scotland has no problem finding local people to chat doors and spread the word.
As people are getting information that they need to make up their mind through different sources, online, some through the mainstream media as well, they're slowly understanding that like another Scotland is possible, and a better Scotland and a better future for them and their family. So yeah, I fully expect the momentum to keep going for the Yes campaign, culminating in a Yes vote on the 18th.
Any don't knows I've had have generally been pretty high up in the scale, maybe 5, 6, 7s. But it's just taking that leap of faith, I think. And I think it's trying to persuade them and convince them that that is possibly, well, definitely the right path to take. But I think people are getting there. There's a process and you can see people engaging in it. And I think it'll come good. I think they just have to go through it. So I'm having the time of my life. It's fantastic. I love it. And I'm not an SNP supporter, I'm a disaffected Labour voter, but I reckon this is the best thing for my party and for Scotland.
Well, I spoke to a lady there who said she was an 8, so she's probably going to vote yes. But the two things she's worried about are the currency and pensions. She's an older lady. She said, my whole life I've worked, I've paid into a pension, and I'm worried that I won't get it. So I was able to show her the letter from the Department of Work and Pensions here that shows that they will continue to pay pensions to people in independent Scotland the same way as they pay pensions to someone in Spain if they go and live in Spain. The fact is, if you've paid in your pension contributions through your life, you're guaranteed your state pension, whatever happens in the referendum. And she seemed quite reassured by that, so that was encouraging.
It's going fine. We've only been going for about half an hour, 40 minutes, but the thing I'm noticing is that the canvassers are spending a lot of time at each door, so there's obviously a lot of interest from the voters, whichever side of the fence they're on. I'm not getting much feedback from them as what the outcomes are being at the moment, but there's a lot of talking going on. And as we've found over the last few months, the more people find out the facts, the more they move to yes.
I am very worried that the next UK government will be a coalition between UKIP, Farage and the Tories. And the Tories to me are Eton, and that spells out to me there's a very small select group who are running the UK. One small school for millionaires, and they are running this country. And they have nothing in common with me or my family, my children and what I want for them. They have a different agenda, and I'm afraid it's time to say yes to a different group of people running Scotland.
The last person we spoke to, she was mainly concerned about her pension.
And her worry is her children's future, which I think is a worry for everybody. She's certainly leaning more towards yes than anything else.
And another thing she was saying is she's a wee bit concerned. She personally hasn't had a lot of information about things either way, so she's having to find things out herself. So she was very much educating herself on it, so we educated her a wee bit more.
So I think she will vote yes, and
yes,
I think she will convince her children to vote yes as well, because she said initially that they were all undecided, but when we left, on a scale of 1 to 10, she was a 7 towards an 8. Yeah!